Daily Dems doing the work, making noise, and fighting back, day 138. Today's the final day of Eric Sorensen's week of repping the rep. And yesterday, he interrogated John Phelan, the Secretary of the Navy, over the plans to rename SS Harvey Milk. Now, I know you might not think this is the most important thing happening right now, but we have to multitask. Erasing our history matters and can't go unanswered. Today ends the first week of the DNC's daily blueprint. As usual, I learned some things I didn't know. For instance, Tammy Duckworth spoke in a hearing last week about all the ways the funding for the parade could be going to vets. 21 Dem AGs filed an amicus brief supporting California's lawsuit against the federalization of the National Guard. Former VA Secretary Dennis McDonough, along with Rep. Kelly Morrison, a DNC People's Town Hall event for vets in Minnesota today. If I learned all that, imagine what you'll learn. Marc Desaulniers posted his week in review, and I think it's just a great overview of what happened this week in general. He discussed the parade, the National Guard, the Big Bad Corporation Bill, and collective bargaining, among other things. So there's the Big Bad Corporation Bill, and then there's something called the Rescission Bill, which is a whole different bill that is also going through the legislature right now. And one of the things the Rescission Bill would do is cut PEPFAR, as in our contribution to ending global aid. So Robin Kelly sounded the alarm about that on the floor of the House. Larson posted a video about how he spent his last in-district work period, or as many of us say, recess. It isn't a vacation. It's time with constituents rather than DC. Richie Torres did a fantastic video about who is to blame for everything happening right now. It's not just DT. It is all congressional Republicans. I was in a briefing with Lauren Underwood this morning. And she said, when people see chaos, they don't automatically assign blame. This is Richie Torres showing the chaos and assigning blame. Great how-to for successfully combining those two things. Norma Torres, along with Hispanic Caucus Chair Adriano Espiat, who was also in the briefing this morning and told us about this letter, wrote a letter to Pam Bondi demanding an investigation into why Torres, Jimmy Gomez, Lou Correa, and Luz Rivas were tear-gassed on Saturday entering the ICE facility in downtown LA. And Torres is still experiencing symptoms. Mike Levin spotlighted his constituent, who is an Air Force vet, talking about why DT sending the Marines is crossing a very large line. Finally, Elizabeth Warren put out this great infographic all about the bill and what it will actually do. Our calls to action. If you made it to the end of this post, comment with at least 7 words. That helps the algorithm. And the crying emoji because our rep should not be tear-gassed. If you watched or read any of the stories, comment with what you learned. And an airplane, because we need to be listening to our vets right now. Our voices are our superpower, but only when we use them.